Hello and welcome to HRT and THC with Riley. Today we have gummy THC because I have a sore throat. And today I'd like to talk about some of the experiences, the real life experiences I have of being trans and openly queer on the street and different self-care that I have to do in order to cope with some of the negative experiences. Because as an openly queer trans person, you will probably experience harassment or different negative experiences in relations because of who you are and who you express yourself as, just because of the cultures that we live in, and that people are still caught in this ignorance and caught in a violent cycle of misunderstanding and wanting to squash any kind of thing that stands out of the status quo and challenges their beliefs. So I spend a lot of hours volunteering for a unhoused activism organization where we go out into the street. We do a lot of street outreach to people that are experiencing houselessness and trying to get their needs, but also their skills employed in bringing about, housing for all. But anyway, so I spend a good amount of the time on the streets of Denver, and and besides that, I'm just on in the city a lot. I'm openly queer, and I experience a good amount of kind of discriminatory behavior based on how I look and what people think. And I just like to say, scummy street, that for a lot of these bad experiences, I have had a lot of great experiences of a lot of people that have shown support, that have told me that I look lovely, or complimented what I was wearing, and just treated me like a human being. And basically, that's all I want. I don't want to draw attention to myself. I'm not that kind of person. I am an introvert. What I want to do is just live my truth. And some people find it very threatening. They see me and think, one, it might be a political statement and that they have to challenge it. They think that it is a corrupting influence, that is a mental illness. They feel that they need to call me out. They feel like they can jeer at me or laugh at me or belittle me or threaten me, and feel and try to give the message that queerness is something that needs to be punished, that's unnatural. And like the what a lot of that stuff actually doesn't really bother me because I'm very secure in my queerness, and I know that I'm very natural. I am very lovely. I have a lot of people who love and respect me, and I'm very proud of who I am and the choices I've made and how I love to express myself. So I just feel a lot of pity for people like that. I feel sad that they get caught in this ignorance and this slight way of seeing the world and the violence they've probably suffered that makes them react this way. And you know in the moment it can be very off-putting, especially if it's very direct. Like I've had people pass on the street and be like, whoa, what the fuck? Or stuff like that, and are people that would be very direct and use the F word, be like, be very threatening, and like my main strategy is just to disengage, just to move on. I find if I don't give them the attention they want and I just keep on my way, they will eventually get bored that they're not getting the attention they want, and they'll just go away. I don't find the need to educate people when I'm just looking out for my safety, when I'm just trying to walk home. And there's also in that experience a solidarity that I know that I grew up with a lot of privilege, a lot of white male privilege, and I feel some solidarity in knowing that like I am more at risk for violence or for discrimination in the workplace and just on the street. And like in the unhoused community, there's a lot of trans, a lot of queer people where their queerness was part of the reason that got them there, because people don't want to support them. And I feel very proud to be queer. I feel that a lot of this stuff is sad that people have to react this way and have to be very public about it, have to, very try to belittle the status, or say like they don't understand, or they're just trying to learn, or just make a lot of excuses but not give you the proper respect. And if someone is not giving you the proper respect, that is the main thing. And if they're not giving you that, you owe them nothing. You can walk away from them. You can call them out if you want to. If you want to take the power back and you want to say, you know what, fuck you, you're going to listen, motherfucker, you're not going to say, oh, mom, too old, I'm not going to learn. Like, there is a chance that you can just sit down and listen and hear someone else's experience. And queerness is love and joy and freedom, and we're just trying to sing our song how it comes to us. And if people want to enjoy it, they can. And if people want to hate on it, just because some people like pop and others don't, like, whatever, it's not their style. And you don't have to try to convince them to like a style of life or song that they don't like. But anyway, I've received such loving support, and that is for these videos, but from friends and all that, and that is part of the how I self-care. Like, I have to come home every day, and take all these experiences, negative or positive, and I have to integrate them into myself, and know that for every negative experience I have to process that and separate that from myself and from my self-worth, because I know how much I'm worth. I know the value that I can give, and I can recognize there's a sadness in the world. There's a lot of trauma and vicious cycles of trauma, and I can separate myself from that and the beliefs and ignorance that come from it, and need express themselves, like the boils of society from all the underlying turmoil that's all boiling around. And I will keep going on the streets. I'll keep doing outreach and keep fighting for housing for all. And I will put myself out there, because I love myself, and I think my presence is, moving. Anyway, this has been long enough. This has been THC and HRT of Riley. I will let you know how everything goes. Peace.